What's up, guys? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. You know, I'm a huge football fan, and I really like the term Monday morning quarterback. Going over the weekend, going over all the games on Sunday, picking everything apart, picking apart all the decisions, and kind of just looking into everything on a deep dive under a microscope. So, with that being said, today I'm going to start the Tuesday morning quarterback. So Monday nights, I'll make these videos on Monday nights, and for Tuesday morning, we will dive into all the calls I made the week prior and see where I was right, see where I was wrong, and see things are still in play. So stick around. Be right back. Alright guys, let's get the disclaimer out of the way first. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Alright guys, let's get started with Mana, Decentraland. Guys, I made this Fibonacci here. It jumped up really quickly right after it hit the 61.8% drop. It shot up, then it went into a wedge, and it was kind of a 50-50 shot at that point, and it broke down. I sold out at 95 cents, so I didn't make the profit I wanted to. Could have sold at 105, 108. It kept hitting this resistance at 108. I thought it was going to break through eventually because it kept kind of consolidating and getting tighter and tighter. It should have broke up, but it did not. So glad I got out when I did. I'd still be holding right now at 88 cents and only having made about 79 cents when I bought, 88, so 9 cents profit as opposed to selling at 95. So small win, small profit, but I was right in hitting my profit stop loss at 95 cents. I wasn't willing to go any longer into that trade, and it seemed to have worked out for me. Alright guys, also I have a couple on the regular stock charts. So CDEV, on this chart here, I made the call that this is a wait for Monday, a wait and see. Friday night, I looked into this for the weekend watch. It flirted with the 50% mark on the Fibonacci retracement, and at the end of the day, Friday closed just above the 38.2, and I said if there's going to be either sell pressure Monday morning, it's going to drop below, in which case it will likely be a couple of days, retest the 50%, and then likely rebound and then start its uptrend. The other possibility was that it stayed above the 38.2 and start the uptrend right then and there with some buy pressure. The sell pressure won. So Monday morning it sold below the 38, and then right now it's at 438. 389 would be 50%. I think it hits support prior to that. I believe it hits support at 410 again. It'll probably test that support one more time before making its turn. Again, we want to look at the MACD. We want to get this sell volume, or we want to get this switched over to buy. The volume is coming back down closer to zero on the sell side. We want to get that into the buy range. We want to see this MACD start to hook and start to go north. We want this to start going up, as well as the RSI. When the RSI to start going up, looking at 50, 60, 70 RSI, we want that up. Once it starts to trigger, once it breaks 50, it should be on its way up. Once the MACD starts to make a nice hook shape, a day or two of solid rise, we're on our way up. But I don't think that right now is a bad time to get into this. With that being said, make your own decisions. Don't listen to me. Worthington is in danger. Worthington was sitting between the 38 and 50% range when we last saw it. and it tried to buy up early morning Monday. It got up to almost $72, but it sold hard. It finished a day low. It finished under the 61.8%, which is dangerous territory. If it drops below 78, it is in a reversal. It is in a downtrend. There is still time for this to flip back, but definitely one to watch. If it flips off of this 61.8, it could go up and reach a new all-time high, which is honestly, it is just coming off of 75.45, was already an all-time high. Earnings reports should be out either Monday or Tuesday. Typically, Worthington does very well off of their earnings reports, so keep an eye on that as well. All right, guys, back to the crypto charts. Trying to run through the whole week here in a quick overview. All right, guys. Here's the one everyone's been waiting for. This is the one that I am worried about, or I have been most worried about. This is Cardano. Cardano is on life support, guys. It is on life support. It is very close to being a sellout. It's very close to being a full reversal. It tried, literally, while I was setting up the charts to get this video made, it was starting to buy up a little bit on the last candle. No, I'm in the wrong candle size. There we go. So yeah, Cardano has been buying up a little bit. It's trying. It needs to finish this candle green. It needs to finish near the top of this wedge. So there are three patterns, all forming at the same time, or three things to look for. We got a big cup and handle here. This cup and handle pattern. So for anybody who's not aware, a cup and handle is a very bullish pattern. It typically means a strong upward break. Anytime you see a cup and handle pattern, it's typically a good thing. It's typically a big gainer. I mentioned this previously in the Raven coin. Raven coin made a huge cup, and it didn't make a handle. It was a freaking ladle. It went straight up. That's not typical. Not at least not at that. I don't think cup and handle typically 5-6x within a week, but they are very strong bull patterns. The other one, the falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bull pattern. So even if the cup and handle is a little bit of a stretch for what I'm looking at, this is still a bull wedge. This is still a falling wedge. In which case, it needs to break up. You know, we need to see. This isn't one of 6-hour time chart or 6-hour candles. This needs to break, and it needs to happen relatively soon. I'd say by Thursday, we need to have a strong upward break, or we risk falling below the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement, in which case we're no longer in a retracement at all. We are in a trend reversal, and I would set a stop loss at this point. I would set a stop loss just below the 78.6, because you don't want to get stopped out on a big wick. This wick here almost got me. This bottom at 106, and my stop loss at 105. Very close to getting stopped there. But again, this has such big upside potential, but this is a huge risk reward play right at this point. It didn't feel that way earlier when it was, at the 50% and 61% Fibonacci retracement. That wasn't a huge risk reward, not a huge risk reward, but it wasn't such. It didn't feel like such a risky play at that point. Now it is highly risky, and things could go either way. The Coinbase listing created a lot more volatility, I think. And Bitcoin has been down. Almost everything on Binance has been down today, Sunday and Monday. So again, there's a couple different things. Bitcoin pops up. This is going to pop up. It breaks this falling wedge, breaks the cup and handle, and it's going to go. If it falls below 78.6, we're looking at a downtrend. We're looking at a drop down to potentially down to 80 cents or so. It could be a large drop, in which case we would have to wait for a trigger, wait for a sign for the downtrend to reverse. All right, guys. Last thing to look at for today. We've got Ravencoin, and this again is going to be not much different than last night. I mean, really, not much has changed. Making a couple. I mean, this pattern for Ravencoin is almost identical to Cardano. It's in an almost identical pattern. I can make this drawing on both, and it would be, almost identical. I've said it like 3 times now. Sorry, but we gotta get out of this wedge. We gotta break up. We gotta break up out of this handle. Both of them are sitting right around 40 on the RSI. We need a MACD to turn. We need an RSI to turn. We need buy pressure. We need volume. We need buying volume to kick in. It needs to happen quickly because, again, if both charts are the same, or close to the same. Let me check this real quick. I haven't done a Fibonacci on Raven, and this is going to be just kind of winging it. Yep, that's what I thought. We are sitting right at 78. We're sitting right at 78.6 off of this. I mean, it's there. Both of them looked like they're going to be bullish, but it's been too long. That falling wedge has been going on for too long. There needs to be a break soon. There needs to be a big breakout soon for both of these coins. So, guys, always trying to be the optimist. I know I've talked a lot about things I think are going to go well, things that are going to go good, but I'm here to be transparent. I'm here to be honest. Mana, I think I made the right call. I sold out a little later than I should have, but I sold out before I lost more profit. That has yet to rebound, and I don't know that it will. CDEV. CDEV is going to be one to keep watching. You want to see that RSI turn. You want to see the MACD turn. Cardano and Ravencoin are both in almost the same boats. They're waiting for some buying pressure, buying volume. All right, guys, that's the video for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the support. Thanks for watching. I've had a ton of views. In the sense of a very small channel with under 20 subscribers, and hitting 1,000 views over the weekend is huge for me. I want to try to keep pushing this, try to keep pushing out content every day to do something. I'm checking charts every day regardless. I'm trying to make buys or sells or trying to do something in the market every day, so I might as well record it and let you guys know what I'm doing. Anyway, well, thank you again. Until next time, peace.